All right, so mic check. Yes, mic is good, camera is good. All right, welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for tuning. And just a fair bit of updates, I would say. Um, the same Shamar Nicholson situation. Also, Paul Hall has given his take on the situation. Obviously, I think something might be brewing under the weather. I think something might be brewing, and for me, I'm going to give you my honest take on it. I know a lot of people might disagree. A lot of persons might disagree with my take on it. Mm, let's see. Let me see. You know what? Many people will disagree with my take. I'm saying it from now. But what I want to do first, I want to um, highlight what Paula said, and in doing so, I will give you guys my regards on what I think, because I don't think this is as simple as what we are looking at. I honestly don't think so, and I'm going to give you guys some insight on it and on what I think. So I'm not going to quote anyone. I'm going to tell you what I think. So it's not what Paul Hall said or what I'm going to tell you what I think after I read the Paul Hall comments. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get into that. And I'm going to give you my 100% honest opinion. Not hiding away from my responsibility, because I strongly believe that we just as though I let me put that down just a bit. I strongly believe that the same way how I held the former head coach accountable for everything that he did, I do believe that I have a responsibility to hold the players accountable for everything that they do just the same. We can't swing one side because we might favor someone else. No, we can't do that. We cannot do that. We have to split justice right down the middle. People might say it's negativity, but let me tell you something, people. This is in the news outlet. This is way before I even saw it, and I think most people already reported it already. I'm just gonna give you my take, but we can't swing on the side of one or the other. We have to split justice down the middle. I was very an enforcer in regards to Theodore Tapper Whitmore, and I back the players. I really back the players. But when I see the players doing certain things, I have to stand there and also back the team in itself, not just the players. We're here for the football. We're here for the Jamaican football, not just one particular player or the player that we like. Or no, we're here for that. So let me get back to the article. When I got up and saw the article, I said, okay, let me read into the article and see what it's saying. All right, so let's say here. So national interim senior football coach Paul Hall said he was surprised by Reggae Boyz striker Shamar Nicholson's decision to turn down the Jamaica Football Federation call up for CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers against Mexico, Panama, and Costa Rica. It is not something that I was expecting because he's a vital member of what we are trying to do, said Paul Hall. Now, it was a personal decision for him to remove himself from selection for the upcoming qualifiers, and we can only now focus on the players who will be here and who can help us in the next few games. All right, so let's read parts because they're talking about the games that we have. Okay. Paul Hall understood that Nicholson would be missed by the team because he has done well for the Reggae Boyz in the qualifiers. He is a big part of what we're trying to do, and what we have done, and something that we're expecting. We're not expecting, said Paul Hall. So he definitely was not expecting that this call will be turned down. However, we have to push on for the personal decision. We wish him all the best, but we have to make sure that we push on and just focus on the squad that we have and we're going to compete. Now, Nicholson agent said that, told the Gleaner that the player asked to be excused from the upcoming qualifiers because of a complicated personal matter, but he remains fully committed to his country. I expect that. Let me see if there's any more. And I think, yeah, that is it. That is it. So that is it. That is it. Now, let me highlight something to you guys. Let's say, all right, fine. The best way to omit yourself from something is to use personal matters. Now, we have seen this. I can recall when the negotiations were taking place. All the players that were absent when you had those friendlies during that time period, they said it was personal issues. That is the word that they use, personal issues. That is when we started to divulge deeper into the market of the UK born players, the Reggae Boyz that are overseas. That is when we divulge deeper into those players, because the negotiation were taking place. Players are omitting themselves out on all the excuses were personal issues. Now, let's track back a little bit. From my perspective, let me tell you this. People are going to say that he needs time to bed down with his new club. And let me tell you, Shamar Nicholson joined up with the club, I think like Monday of this week. So the next game that Spartak Moscow has to play is on the 28th of February. Official league game. They do though have friendlies. There are 2 friendlies, I think, on the 27th of January and on the 28th of January. They have 2 friendlies. No, between last Monday and the first league game for Spartak Moscow is a span of 49 days, almost 50 days. So that's basically almost 2 months. That is almost, let's say it's 50 days. 50 days with the team. From last Monday, I think it's last Monday that he went meet up with the team and stuff, do the photo shot and what. Last Monday until the 28th of February, that is basically almost 2 months. That is almost 2 months with the team. So, are you saying it's going to take a player 2 months to get accustomed to the conditions, climatize, get to know your teammates? 2 months. Remember, no. Many times we've seen transfers and player coming to the new country and club today, and they're expected to perform next week. They are expected to perform next week. All right, fine. Let's say that is the excuse. He wants to bed down. He wants to formalize with the club and whatever. I can clearly remember, as Reggae Boy fans, when Ethan Pinnock omitted out of the squad, when Mikel Antonio did not came in, I think it was the October window, because of same JFF mishap. Commitment was the talk. These players don't want to play for Jamaica. These players are not interested in play for Jamaica. Why is it that when our local players omit themselves from the squad, we don't hear the same talk being mentioned? We don't hear the commitment talk being mentioned. Why is it that we don't hear that? Why can't we? Why we don't hear that? These guys will use personal reasons. It is going to take you 50 days to sort out those personal reasons. 50 days to sort out those personal reasons. And in the same sense, fine. In the same sense, as a footballer, you have a responsibility. Yes, you have a future. You just joined up with a club. Let me tell you something, people. As a Reggae Boy fan, I think that there will be more. You will see more of this happening. But let me tell you something. You have to remember, as players, as football players, you have to remember where you're coming from. you have to remember where you're coming from. You get the limelight playing for the national team. You got the limelight playing for the national team. Respect that. Respect that. Respect that. You have to respect that. My personal view is this. This really string deeper than just personal issues. Because if you have personal issues, let's say today is the 15th of the month, right? The games will be played like the 27th. The last game is the 3rd. The last game is the 3rd of the month. The last game is the 3rd of February. Between the 3rd of February up until his first league game, as I said, which is the 28th, and remember that you have all these type of things happening, so the game can be postponed. Between the 3rd of February, that is the last game that were played, and let's say he traveled the 4th back to Spartak Moscow. He has 24 days. He has 24 days. 24 days with his team to put in preparation, and that is more than 2 weeks. That is 3 weeks, almost a month of preparation that he can put in. People are saying that he needs time to settle in. People are saying that he needs time to settle in. But guys, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. If you purchase a club in a transfer, if you purchase a club purchase a ball in a transfer window, in this January transfer window, let's say January transfer window, the transfer window closed on the 30th, right? And your club is suffering. Your club needs a striker. Let's look at this. The club needs a striker. On the 29th of the month, you purchase a striker. Fit striker. Every single one of the every single fan of that club would definitely expect that player to be in the team training the following week. So this whole idea about getting climatized, it's not a case in which it's not a holiday camp. It's not going on holiday camp. It is not holiday camp where you go there, go put on a big coat and check out the weather condition and go take picture. It is not a holiday camp. But anyways, that it is football. It says not coming. Time will tell. Time will definitely tell. His personal issues. If it's your personal issues, I hope it's right. But let me tell you something. I am sure the coach is not pleased with it. The coach is not pleased with it. I think that is the reason why. There's a reason why this actually, I think other players actually might turn down. But there's a reason why. A lot of people are saying I should not be worked up. People, let me tell you something. You guys should know that I don't stand for foolishness. When Topper Whitmore was in the news in regards to all the things that he's doing, and how I was here saying that Topper Whitmore needs to fix up, Topper Whitmore needs to get it right, and if he's not getting it right, if he's not getting the result right, he needs to go. Because at the end of the day, we all want the best for the football program in Jamaica. We want the best for the football program in Jamaica. Guys, please remember to smash the like button. Please. Please remember to smash the like button. We all want the best. And if you want the best football for Jamaica, we don't only want players who are we don't want a case in which we only highlight the coach for his shortcomings. We have to highlight the players as well for their shortcomings. When the players don't put it to the table and bring forward something good, you have to highlight it as well. And if there's discrepancies, you have to talk about it. You must talk about it. That is the only way the football can progress. My concern is this. We have so much excuse for our loved players, our local players that we love so much. And then now, whenever one of the players that are not born in Jamaica or representing Jamaica don't turn up or give an excuse, everyone starts to bash them. Everyone starts to bash them. Everyone starts to bash them. Ethan Pinnock got a lot of stick. Ethan Pinnock got a lot of stick. Mikel Antonio, when he couldn't reach because of JFF shortcoming, he got a lot of stick as well. No, I want to see the same energy for our players who are declining invitation. Who are declining invitation. So we want to see the same energy. Treatment, impartiality, it's a big factor in football. It's a big thing in football. Everyone should be treated equally. Everyone should be treated equally. Every single one should be treated equally. All right, so Rob Smith said division for views. All right, so you were going, Rob Smith. You were going. Let me be honest with you, Rob Smith. You see, if you believe that I'm dividing the team because I want views, you don't have to watch it. And I'm being honest, you don't have to watch it. You don't. If you think I'm dividing the team for views, you definitely don't have to watch it. I've never said something like this before, and I've never done this before. You don't have to watch it. If that's what you believe, you don't have to watch it. If you want the best for Jamaica football, everyone should be treated the same with the same respect. Every single one should be treated. If Paul Hall right now is not, if Paul Hall start working and in the next 2 years is not performing, it's the same thing. Let me tell you something. You see, just the same as how I came here and speak out against the JFF, it is the same energy. It is the same energy for the same thing for the players. It is the same energy for the players. I will not stand here and see and go at the coach for his shortcoming, go at JFF for their shortcoming, and then the players get the excuse. None of these players will get an excuse. None of them. Military, you are pressure the ball and make people hate him. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. You know the funny thing about it is that the Gleaner, who wrote the article, is a bigger, way massive, huge platform than Military Guna TV. Millions of people read the Gleaner. Millions. This is not my statement. Millions of people read the Gleaner. A few. I don't have 1 million subscribers. I don't have 1 million subscribers. So Rob Smith said, why call him local born? They're all Jamaicans. Yes, they're all Jamaicans. The reason why I use the term local born is because there's a preference. There is a preference, and they're all Jamaicans, but it's true. I have uncle overseas who born in Canada, who are Jamaicans, but they're born in Canada. Yes, I can say Jamaicans, but I can say they're born in Canada. I can say they're Jamaicans, but they're born in Canada. There's nothing wrong with saying they were born in Canada. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I can say Jamaicans that were born in Canada, so there's nothing wrong with that. Also, you have an issue with people saying local born. Okay. So, what is the issue with saying that? I would like to know. Alex said, here a month ago be on. I said, what did he say? Big up people. Oh, people, me realize how much on I chat now. People, massive respect. Military, oh, you charge up. You are you're wondering if you know something we don't. Don't think we can crucify him for one time. You can't. We catch. We reach. I think we can crucify one time. You can't make it. It's crucial time, but we don't know what's up. So no speculation. Oh no. I never speculated. I didn't speculate that this or that. I never said that. I give you my opinion. And I think everyone is entitled. I think every single one is entitled to their opinion. I think every single one is entitled to their opinion. Fabian said me I get emotional. No, Fabian, remember, man. You see this thing here? we love this scene of football, and we really, really love football now. And Alex said, we love football now, Fabian, so we are gonna get emotional. Alex said, don't like there's too much foreign-based players. Among players that develop to go to a national team. No, Alex, write that over. Retype that. Probably I type that in a rush. Breaking news, no fans for the Mexico game. I would expect that due to the rise in cases. I definitely would expect that. Fisher said, Jamaicans are Jamaicans, no matter where they're born. Yeah, I have no problem with that. We're all Jamaicans. Jamaican Guna said, you skip like a gym you there. Try answer the question. Jeremy said, can we call into the show? Here we go. Me no plan to see long still now. But here we go, Jeremy. So me drop the call in there. Me no plan to see long. Honestly, me I do 10 more minutes, people. 10 more minutes. Me I do 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. I know a lot of people now. Me already say no. A lot of people are going to disagree. A lot of people are going to disagree with what I'm saying. I said that before me start the video. So enough people are going to disagree with what I'm saying. All right, so we have a first caller. Let me put on the earphone. Morning, caller.
Yes, Military O'Neill. Boy, me always lucky enough to get you. But anyway.
Yeah.
May I say, remember, Shamar has given a lot to the program still, you know. I think he has done his best in the past. And I really my ball still, you know. But I think him is a giving person towards the program. So one time him have a liquor challenge. We're not sure what it is. Him says personal reasons. I could just take it for that now and give him some time for work out him thing. As time go on, we will know if he's committed to the program or not. In the past, I've seen nothing to say that he's not. So one time you can't crucify him. Time will tell. You understand?
No,
especially the fact that we have seen nothing in the past that said he is not. You know?
You know what my discrepancies lie? So when the other day when Daniel Johnson didn't turn up, he was crucified, right? All right. Fine. So that's a good point, right? Another one. A player like Michael Hector, who been through this team thick and thin, when he didn't turn up, commitment issue. Commitment is another factor turn up, right? No, remember, no. During the time period when the negotiation was taking place, even when things upon his face, one of the players, Michael Hector, was one of the players who still turn up, despite all our going. But when Michael Hector never turned up the last time, commitment issue was thrown in the board. People talk about commitment.
But no, that was started by the then coach, Kappa Whitmore. He was the one who fueled that fire and said the overseas based player lack commitment to the national program.
But
he was the one who fueled that.
Did Michael Hector lack commitment?
Maybe not, but he must know.
No, you can't say maybe not, man. Michael Hector is one of the most committed Reggae Boyz. He has been with the program years now, on a thick, and even when things now go good.
And so he didn't. He didn't lack commitment. But like me say, the player, the coach is the one. You know, the coach divide and conquer the team. So who is on his side, him support them. Who not on his side, him kind of spurring them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Let me tell you what my question is.
Everybody entitled to their opinion.
Only, let me tell you my problem. Only. My problem is this. Why is it that when we have players, Jamaicans who play in England, whenever there's an issue and they said that they can't turn up because of that particular issue, we throw the question of commitment to them. But whenever we have Jamaicans who who started off in Jamaica and start play other places. We throw the question. Of course, we don't even mention that we go along with all different type of excuse. I'm just saying, why is it that we fear to question our players that the Reggae Boyz that were born and grew in Jamaica, but we question the Reggae Boyz that were born and grew in England?
You know what your question, right? This military, human nature. Human nature.
Okay.
Human nature that. You understand?
That is my problem. That is what me I try to fix. You can't fix it, but that me I try to mention.
Me say you're more to take an excuse than you picnic them. From your picnic them than take an excuse from where them you that consider a stranger. That's just human nature that.
But is it right? Is it right?
So what I mean right or wrong, it is what it is.
And that what I beat out. We want to get out of this aspect of.
But you are trying to change something bigger than you.
No man. A change started one. A change started from someone. Right. Yeah. Look at one car. Look at one car, right?
Military, and all well and good. You are trying to do good in this world. Become on your feet.
Yeah, man.
But the current issue, the current issue though is that this player. He also has exhibited commitment to the program.
I agree.
Not just Hector. There's one time when he can't make it, make we allow him, see where I'm up to. The reason why me and Wally people did say tap to get fire is not one match him losing. It was a trend. Is where we see over time.
Yeah.
So just give him a little time, make we watch and see him coming.
All right.
And then we can say, yeah, hear me? This brother, not committed to the program. But I look at one time, I feel like I can crucify a man and nail him to the cross for one time.
But that me say no. Why is it that the one? But that me say the one time Michael Hector do it, them crucify him.
Again, as me say, you are trying to go. I just say things said. You go against you, human nature that them they take excuse from them own, but they don't want an excuse from people who consider not to be
that's what me say.
Michael Hector is still our one.
I agree. And that's why now me I say, all right, so. That's I know I say what moving forward, we have to work on this thing. So if we never use mention commitment to Nicholson, we don't use it back again. None at all. If right now we call Mikel Antonio say nah come. I don't want to hear a dime about commitment. Not even once by the so.
Anyway in a military.
Yeah.
I tell you, as long as we have the gun and Antonio, we're good still. I don't mind.
All right. All right. Yeah, man. No problem. All right. Big up, man. Thanks for calling. Yeah. All right. Bless up on you. Godric, go on.
Well, good morning, Mr. Military, sir.
How things?
They are kind of cold, but they are same way, you know?
Try it. You're cool. So I Canada.
Yeah, man, you know, turn to man.
Man, they might show buckle for O'Neill now. But you only have 2 to 3 more minutes can go. What do you have to say?
Honestly, I don't have much to say other than the whole thing where the whole commitment thing, you know. I'm up on the same wavelength you upon pretty much, you know. And I have to give respect to all the ball because playing for Jamaica is not an easy thing. Like, period. Maybe watch an interview with Shamar Lawrence from, I think it was, I don't remember when exactly it was, but it was during the whole drama with the whole P thing and all that thing there. And there was, the baller perspective, as is how me understand it, is that enough of the time is that it's so much a commitment thing. Because everybody want to play for Jamaica, they want to show the youth them they can. There's another alternative. They want to represent them country either because they want to make their mother proud and father proud. But the reality is there's times where you have to put your career first. As patriotic as you can be. And there are times where, you know, you have to put aside a disagreement and leave a situation. You know? And there's just times where you and the establishment cannot come to an agreement. And despite you wanting to have the commitment, you just can't have, you know, a certain level of hunger balulu I deal with, isn't it? So there are different reasons for different things, a lot of different things. So, but fans can't be running down players and say, look at Antonio. And so they say want to play for Jamaica far away, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And enough of them man know them have the heritage, and just either them just never know you could have played for Jamaica, you know.
I agree.
So it's not a matter of commitment; it's just a matter of life, you know. It's one thing. In fact, to be perfectly honest, more surprised if local ballers have less commitment than some of the foreign ballers, and that's a controversial statement. And I don't mean generally knowing. I mean, like, I would be surprised if that was a situation that happened, you know, because I've seen ballers where them have the opportunity to, and because of them own discipline issues, them not really commit to the team as them should, because they're not even commit to them local Premier League team, much less, even though they had the opportunity to. You understand me? I say so. Look at things like that. It can be local, it can be foreign. Anybody can have like a commitment.
All right, Quadrin, you know the reason why every player try their best to get called up, get to play for the national, international program. So
because you have them on the club mates too, no, sir?
Working with agents, I've found out the real reason why players try their best to play for a national team. I found out the real reason. Now, there are some factors that you have to put in place. When a player get the opportunity to play for a national team, these are some factors these are some things that them guaranteed. After them finish playing football, they can become pundits, they can become analysts on the BT, the Sky Sports, all them kind of big something there. Right across, they can become that. Playing for the national. You need to play for a national program for really elevate to reach a level there. You don't have to be even for the English ball, you don't have to be England. You just want to play for your national team. Your contract, your club contract, it basically double your club contract. No matter age you be, it basically double your club contract. You get a lot more bonuses when you play for your national team. Whenever you get called for your national team, as a club, whenever you get called for your national team, you get extra money. So it's not only a pride thing when you get called to play for your national team, you get more money from the club, from your club incentives to play for your national team. Playing for a national team at the club, you kind of get your whole status. Like say, whenever like pre-season, you get preference. You get a lot of preference. So working with agents, I've found out these things. So playing for your national team, your national team is not a case in which it's a downgrade for you. No, it is not. It's actually a matter of honor for your nationality, and also it gives you more money for your contract. You get bigger money. You get way more money. Every time you play for your national team, you get more money. Every time for your contract. Not only when the national team give you the little incentives and a little stipend to come play, but you get more money off your contract, your club contract. So Jamaican go now, what go on?
And as I respect me, G. Blessed day, blessed evening, good night, good evening.
Well, before we go any further, you see at the beginning of the program, I said that a lot of people will disagree with me. I said that a lot of people will disagree with me. I just
don't know why I preface that while me I got talking.
I safeguard myself.
No, man. Basically, all right. You see, you have a point which I totally agree with. And they have a point that I don't agree with. I don't think we should come out and assume as yet what Shamar is referring to. I think we should wait on him. When him forward and say what he need to say, then we can dissect that and critique it if it don't make no sense. So I don't think that's like chatting behind a man back. You know what I mean? We want him to talk first, and then when him talk, then we can dissect that and, you know what I mean, come to some form of judgment instead of assuming. Assumption.
Talking.
Well, whatever it takes, if he comes out and makes that public statement that we can verify and we can say, yo, him did say this, then that is one thing. No, an agent will speak.
You remember one time the negotiation that go on, right? I think in March
with Spartak. Which Spartak you're referring to are the negotiations with the national
Reggae Boyz, them, man. The Reggae Boyz, them.
Yes.
Them not trying to get him paid. When everyone have players them, whenever they turn up, you know what them use as an excuse?
Commitment.
Personal reasons.
Personal reasons.
Yes.
No, it's a personal reasons can be a multitude.
Correct. That is the thing.
We have to be careful with as I said, with prejudging. As I said, the best thing to do is wait until Shamar comes out. Now, when it comes to commitment, this is where I agree with you. You see, you have some man where I'm quick for judge because some people in a real life, it seems like how you have some people suffer from racism. You have some people suffer from xenophobia, which is fear of the other. So it's when a person comes from somewhere else or whatever, and them feel like they're gonna come in a job, you have people who fear them. It's like when you go on a new job. If you move from one country and go in one country and you go working at McDonald's, as a reaching there, so some people in there want to try challenge you, want to try style you, want to try put you to the test. You understand what I say? Because them fear you. Them don't know what you offer, them don't know your skill set. Henceforth, you have some man in the national program who fear people coming from outside of Jamaica, representing Jamaica. Now, I believe strongly that Jamaicans are Jamaicans. And when you hear a man talk about commitment, some man for understand and go to the, every man can say any statement, bro. But you say it's when you go to the meat of the matter, you break it down. It don't make no sense when you break down some man's statement. So a man can say anything when he want, then he move the goalpost and put it in one tree. You understand what I mean? But the reality is, when you break down statements, watch out now. A man is in the UK and he wants to represent Jamaica. And as you say a while ago, rightfully, and that's very good information that they give military. I have to give kudos for that. A lot of people don't know that whenever you represent a national team, any national team, it could be one obscure side when nobody no want to play for. Any national team that you play for, you're now an international. And because you're now an international player, even if you have one cap, it heightens the value of your contract. So let's say Military Guna goes out and says he wants to play for Arsenal. And he's a player who used to play for Waterhouse. All right? But now he's a player that represents Jamaica. Two things that now. He's a player that plays for Waterhouse, and now he's a player that represents the national team. So henceforth, the money go. So the more accolades you have behind your name, the better it is for you as a player. Because it adds value to you as a player. You know what I mean? Saying that this person, no matter, it could be a weird country where nobody even know about. Just because you're an international, it makes your contract, it makes you as an individual, as a player, more valuable. Yeah, so a lot of players will come to Jamaica who are UK born, and they will come to Jamaica for that. Then you have others who will just say, "Oh, I want to represent Jamaica for the pride of it. I want to represent Jamaica because I want first and foremost be an international player. Because everybody has a baller. If you're a baller, that's one of your aspirations, and to be an international player.
I agree.
You don't want to play for your club for 25 years and never get one international cap yet. It seems like you're not good. You know what I mean? So a player want some international cap for add value to themselves and for them pride as a player. You know, say you want to go to the highest level and you want to play Champions League for your club, or you want a national cap. You know what I mean? So when you have some players now, we have players who come from England who are not committed to the cause of saying that they want to do the 100. They want to do it because it gives them accolades on them thing. You have others who come because them want to do it because it takes a lot to come and represent Jamaica. Now look at a footballer that has grown up in an academy in the UK, who has played on good pitches for his entire life, who is getting money for him club. Remember, so every time you come and play football, you're actually making a risk.
May I get a call, Jamaica? May I get a call?
No,
can I take it?
Yeah, man, do it.
I'll ask call if you can take people.
Do it and then we can continue.
Morning, caller. Morning, caller.
Yeah, big man.
Turning nice in the background, please.
No, nice. Everything is off, boss.
Who may I speak to?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, may I hear him? May I hear? Who may I speak with?
Yeah, I speak with Jeremy, man.
Oh, big up, Jerry.
Yeah. It's a different Jeremy. This is when I was miss me up with him.
Okay.
It is it's a Jeremy, man. It is very premature for people to judge, right? And we don't know what's going on. But in my personal opinion, right? My personal opinion, I think there's nothing wrong with him. I think he just did not want to come. Now, I could be wrong. Yeah. I could be ignorant and wrong, right?
No, there's nothing. Listen, you are a human being. You have an opinion. Everyone has an opinion. And it's good to share your opinion.
And I could be wrong, right? But in my opinion, from what I've been seeing as after that of, with more players, they're all doing the same thing, right? And this is not the first time that that a few of them actually, you did this, right? Now, what makes me come on board and know and think this is personal to me, that it's intentional. The coach did not know. Okay.
Okay. Yes. So you don't normally give a coach prior, say before, like a week before, say, coach, me now can make it in, so you don't need to call me.
Yeah. The coach get out of blind side. That's right. There's a red flag for me. And personally, it's my opinion again. I want to jump on the ball, jump. If it comes out that it's intentional, this guy should never wear the national colors again. Agreed. And then we realize how important the national color is. That the caller was saying before, a lot of these players can go far by representing their national team. Now, I know I'm gonna have to eat them brother and this, right? I live in America. I know about racism and all that. People threat by me every day I show up, you know what I mean? To the job, because I'm getting there, because I work hard and all that. But at the end of the day, Jamaica come first. The black, green, and gold come first, right? And if you're gonna take your feelings, not personal, your feelings, and put that in front, that is wrong. No, I'm saying if I'm wrong, I hope to God that you know what I mean that I'm wrong. Is something real serious going on, and he needs some time off. You know what I'm saying to you? But I'm not just gonna be out here and saying blah blah blah. But from what I've seen, I read the tea leaves and everything. I think it's his personal feelings. You know what I'm saying? And why I think so, the coach get blindsided. Okay? And that's what I base into it. Now, as the caller said, well, let's give him due process. And if due process show and it was his feelings, this guy should never, ever wear the national colors again. My personal opinion, that. All right, big man, enjoy the
all right, thanks for that, all right?
Military, me not think me need to say nothing then. Yes,
so we have to say about him just a while ago. The one thing when said now, the coach being get caught off blindsided.
All right, military.
And this is so close to the game.
Yeah, me I had reason about this yesterday whole day, and me did have one different view. I had a different view yesterday than what I have now, because last night when me leave work, me come home and me do my research and me realize one thing. Now, people, yesterday I was of the view that he just needs time to settle in. It's personal. It's not uncommon for footballers to request personal time or whatever the case may be. Now, after doing some research, and what really triggered me to change my opinion was the Paul Hall statement. Now, naturally, if you are not going to be available for selection because of personal reasons, you're going to want to call your coach. You're going to say, yo, coach, you know, I'm not going to make it, or whatever the case may be. That is the first red flag for me. And after I saw that, I started doing some digging. No, it could be a case where, yes, he has personal situation to deal with, and yes, it is not uncommon. But I realized a trend. The same thing was said when the players wanted more money, when they demanded more money. And there's a clique. A lot of persons might not know this, but there's a little clique in the Jamaican team with the Blake and Nicholson and the quote unquote tapper ballers, tapper soldiers, who openly come out and say, all right, Tapper, they want Tapper to coach the team and whatever the case may be. Now I realize it is a trend. Why is it that all of the so-called Tapper ballers, for some strange reason, keep pulling out of games? It has to be linked. And military is not assuming that Shamar doesn't want to play. All military Guna is saying is the same level of accountability that we hold Andre Gray, Jamalo, Mikel Antonio to must be the same that we hold Shamar Nicholson to. 100%. Everybody questioned why Antonio 100%. Was not in the team in the October window. And it turned out that JFF fluffed the bag. And everybody say, oh, Antonio don't want to come and play, and don't want this or whatever the case may be. But when Shamar does the same thing, it's like we give him a free pass. Why? Why are we giving him a question? We have to do the same thing and question it. It could be a case where he really have personal issues, you know. But it could be a case where he doesn't have any personal issues to deal with. His personal issues have to deal with his problem feelings. My take on the matter is that they are trying to send a message to Paul Hall that they don't want to play for Paul Hall. And as a coach, this is what I would do as a coach. Shamar has done a lot for Jamaica. I would give him his personal time. May I give him rough himself? I would give him his personal time. The next international window, I call him up again and I will watch his attitude and watch whatever. Because the reality is, you know, as a coach, if a footballer don't want to play for you, it make no sense you have him in your team.
True.
It make no sense. And at the end of the day, not one of those ballers bigger than the country. None of them are bigger than the flag. So if you feel like you get a free pass or you feel like you're bigger than the team, go. It's just simple as that. And me and you argue about this yesterday and see today, me have a different tune. Me agree with you now. You understand me? I say I agree with you. So opinions can change. And for person talking about Shamar, they are waiting on Shamar's statement. Shamar already made his statement. His agent speaks for him. You think Shamar make one call to the people in Moscow? As part of Moscow, Shamar not talk to them not one time. His agent speaks for him. So when his agent comes out and release a statement, that statement is coming from Shamar. Shamar will not come out. That's what agents get paid to do.
The statement represent Shamar.
That is Shamar. That is Shamar's statement. So I don't want nobody come and say, "Oh, we are waiting on Shamar." His agent. His agent does everything. I'm agent. I'm agent to be a player.
Me are one of the man never say wait until he says he makes a statement. Did his agent come out and make a statement and can he quote that statement?
His agent said that for personal reasons.
Military or for personal reasons.
Yeah, that's what the agent said. Only for personal reasons.
Agent said that's personal reasons.
Yes, that's what the agent said.
All right. If the agent says that is personal reasons, remember, you know, we're talking about, remember a player playing international football. Well, I mean, now make no excuses. Me just try to not prejudge the player.
No, we are not judging him. We are not judging him. We're not judging him. We're just saying what we're not saying in of personal reasons. You know, we want to understand what we are saying. We are saying just as how we have it in the back of our heads and we were wondering if Antonio was really committed or not. We have to have the same thing for Shamar. So if and when it happened, we don't get blindsided or we don't get surprised by it.
I wasn't one of those people. I was a person who's saying wait until the details come out when it relates to Michael Antonio as well. Because me feel said there are times when you have personal reasons we have to deal with, and it doesn't have to be because you're trying to do this because you want to try boycott the coach, boycott the team.
And I agree.
You're cheer for Tapa. And that is the narrative I do not want. I'm not a part of. I just want to wait until we clarify the points them.
No, so that is not the narrative. That is not the narrative. You realize I said it could be a case where it is personal. It could be that him really need personal time, but as football fans and as people who follow the Reggae Boyz team, I start to question it because I realize there is a trend. You understand? There is a trend. Yes, he might have personal reasons or whatever the case may be.
What evidence points are?
He needs personal time. But me still have to have it in my back of my head say, you know, say this thing has start look common now that it's so-called Tapa ball. All of them have personal reasons.
Any more players of the alleged gang? Have any more players from the alleged clique? Have they pulled out? Has anybody else pulled out? Has Andre
Blake pulled out? All right. Let me tell you where I come from. Andre Blake pulled out of the Peru friendly. Right? Now a lot of persons look on the Peru friendly and don't know how important it is. Paul Hall make sure he called every single one of the US players for the Peru friendly because MLS finished over a month ago. They are not playing any professional football. They are not going to be match fit. So that game would be used as a tune-up game to get them ready for the World Cup qualifiers. Your captain, your keeper, who hasn't played a professional match in over 6 weeks, you call him and him say, "Nah, come." And that is very important in preparation for the Mexico game. And if the coach decide that, hey, I'm not going to call any of the USA players or the players playing in the USA because they haven't played any match in 6 months, you go here saying bias towards the UK players. And it's just the reality of it. He is thinking ahead. Him realize, you know what, MLS and USL finish and these players are not playing any competitive football. Let us call them for a game. Majority, you realize no English player in a game, probably one of them get called for the game, for the Peru game.
The Peru game,
because they are playing international, they are playing week in, week out, them already match fit. But the ones who are playing in the USA are not match fit, and it is very important for them to play.
That's a point too.
I understand.
And the Peru match is not a FIFA date, bro. So
No, it's not.
the clubs are not required to
it is
release
not
them.
a FIFA date. So you're not required to go. But at the end of the day, your club don't have any game. Half season.
Half season.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, support the man who enjoy holidays, bro. The man who enjoy holidays. Who else from the clique away from Andre Blake has pulled out?
Oh,
because
the Peru game.
I know there's something that you have a point there.
The Peru game.
From the Peru game, yeah.
Andre Blake, they pull out. Let me get a list. Let me get the list. May I pull up a list? Let me pull up a list.
Well, military, I appreciate what Fabian has said in terms of like the psyche, because as we as Jamaicans, as we say, as military alluded earlier, we love to talk about the fire and ball of them this and the fire and ball of them that. The point is that in fairness, everybody figure the same treatment in terms of like, should they be, in the back of their head, are they doing this for this or are they doing this for that? In most cases, with the fire and ball of them, is the commitment or not? With the local ball of them, is the top or not? That's what I see to boil out to. But in all honesty.
All right. So this is the list that I had. This is the list that I have for the players that will pull out. And understandable Flemings are. So Javon East, Flemings, O'Neal Fisher, Andre Blake. That is the list that I got. These are the names that I got. Listen again. Javon East, Junior Flemings, O'Neal Fisher, Andre Blake. Fisher and they are in the club right now. No? Fisher and they are in the club right now. So this is the list that I got. So make us understand. Make us understand with
with Flemo. We understand Flemo. Flemo, right? Flemo.
Flemo can understand Javon East. How can I analyze Javon East one now?
I don't know about Javon East, to be honest.
And I think I break the problem for break as well. O'Neal Fisher, how we analyze the one there?
No, that one have a big question mark over it, bro.
O'Neal currently doesn't have a club, by the way.
Oh,
in released, yeah.
Andre Blake want him holidays, right? How long now the MLS break? From December. From December,
yeah, but a month now.
But all right. And now we'll get another month with all of January. Yes, I'm saying 2 months break. And the one game to keep a match fit.
Yeah, man.
Fine. All right. Marsden Ricketts said accountability for everyone. Maybe
100%. As me saying in the military, and I made myself very clear. What I'm saying, military, and I made myself very clear. When it comes to, I want accountability right across the board. So similarly to how I had reservations about prejudging Michael Antonio without knowing the situation, and the situation happened with Ethan Pinnock when it was reported that he was injured, but he was not, because he actually played for Brentford that same weekend that it was reported that he was injured. People are saying commitment and whatever, and when it relates to the English players, it's very, very, very difficult for me to even look at the man them and say them a question them commitment, brother. Because the man them a risk injury. If you come to Jamaica and play, travel thousands of miles come here to play, thousands of miles go back into them club. Them a risk injury. Remember, say the club pay them. You know what I mean? So when a man put himself on the line like that, you can't say, yo, him not committed. The man them want to play. So if the man get injured, them know say the club are gonna get affected. The club are gonna pay them bill, if hospital bill, if them out 6 months, or the club are gonna do it and a Jamaica national team. So when you hear, so that is something where people need to understand.
Look on this.
Yeah.
Me have a different perspective. Because we have almost about a few more minutes to go. So a lot of people always say it's difficult for a player to come and play for the national team and pick up injuries. It's a heavy risk to come and play for the national team and pick up a risk and pick up an injury due to that. And me even see people in the comment section right now talk about at the club pay the ball them and the club make them can eat a food. Now, if that is the case, so for example, like we know the Jamaican football program, it used to give the players them a limelight so that they can get the contract, right? We know that usually go on. We don't know if they more change it because it's highlighted now. We know that usually go on. We put the players them on the national team so they get the highlight so that they can get a big contract and go for a bigger club. So that was our trend. No, a player like Ethan Pinnock, where I come to come play, and he want to represent the national colours. Let me tell you this: him coming to want to play, it is in his benefit to want to play for us. It is in his benefit. Yes, there's a chance of him getting injured. But in the same sense, him coming and representing us, it is all in his benefit because of his contract. And pre-football career, post-football career, careers after football, when football done, is better for him as a footballer when he play for a national program. When he become an international footballer. So,
yeah, we agree with sir. It's
not a case in which it's such a heavy burden if you come play for a national team because you will get injured. You'll get injured in a club training session.
In a training, yeah, you can't get injured in a training. We're not talking about that. I'm trying to just let you know that it goes both ways, as I said earlier on in my statement.
So that is
players will play for listen to me, you're a YouTuber. Wouldn't you like if them a call a national YouTube Jamaica football side? You're in the top, you make the starting 11?
Of course.
That is what I'm talking about.
Of course, we not like that.
Yeah, so now that we're talking about every player wants to reach the highest level possible. So when a player wants to go to play international football, obviously they want to go to the highest level possible, not just because of the pride of doing so, but because of the financial gain that them can get from it and the exposure, of course, they want to do that. So me not talk about that part there. Me just try to make you know say it goes right across the board when it comes to Shamar Nicholson, but I just don't want to prejudge him as yet. Let's wait a little bit, wait a few days or so, and then we can say, all right. Because him agent come out and make a speech, right? Him knows him gonna get fired because of that. Him know him gonna get a bungler fire, come at him. So he's a Jamaican born player, him know the culture, him understand the culture, him know how we Jamaicans stay as it relates to that. Obviously, he does something that is warrant questioning. No man now say him not for warrant no question it. Every man warrant.
That's our question. No.
That is our point. Question.
Yeah, man, him warrant questioning.
Not judge him, you know. Question. That is the point that we are trying
question
to make.
Him, but not judge yet. Just wait.
Right. But that is what we are doing, and that we are saying. We're not saying judge him, you know.
Remember, military. Me did this. Me tell you the points that I disagree with.
I
agree. You know what I mean? So you have to toe the line. You have to toe the line with a little bit of nuance. You can't just, you know. You can't just
You know, the thing about it, it is a thin line in regards to question him and judge him, you know. Thin line. Because you can question him and it sounds like you judge him. I can actually judge him and you just question him. So it's a thin line. It's boiled down to perspective and how one view it. A question him enough. Because the reason why I question it is because the comment is in line with previous comment that was made with similar situation.
And previous actions that led up to this.
Exactly. That is the reason why I question it.
You have to question it.
See that what you know
me can reply to Dwight. Me can reply to Dwight. I'm military. Can I reply to Dwight? I said, let me double check. That is it Dwight Spence. Dwight Spence made a comment that said the bother them have to feed their family. No. I agree. And the club pays you more than the national team. No baller can feed their family off of the national program salary. No. When you play for your national team, you are opening yourself to getting a bigger contract. More money. When you play at a World Cup, automatically your stocks go up. You are playing at the biggest showcase on earth. Now, a lot of players who were unknown make big moves after playing a World Cup. So for you to say a man have to feed in family, I think that is just small mind thinking. Because if you carry this team to the World Cup as a 24-year-old striker, you carry this team to the World Cup as a 24-year-old striker. Even if you come off of the bench to Mikel Antonio, it doesn't matter. Antonio at 30. You are 24 and Mikel Antonio arguably in a top 5 striker in the world right now on form. And you come off of the bench for Antonio and you go score at the World Cup. You don't have hand to sign contract where you get.
Also work permit.
Also that remember remember a lot of these players make big moves after World Cup. James Rodriguez no good. He no good like how them claims him good.
Mario
and he get a big contract because I won goal him because I goal him when him score a World Cup. Mario same thing.
And I one goal I say the man scoring every
no, me say in goal them, but I really one goal make. You see that goal when him score?
The one
Yes, the one where him take in him chest and volley it in the goal.
Brother, that goal there alone,
That
$100
goal.
million, brother.
All right.
That goal alone.
We're running out of time, you know. Go continue to see Fabian.
So if you do it, I say, oh, a ball off a feed in family. Me think that a small mind thinking. You understand? And I remember one night Arville Powell did the one program and Arville Powell I say, it's not that JFF don't have money. It's just that JFF afraid to invest the money because you can't spend the money. And the way how Arville Powell was talking, Arville Powell was of this mindset. Yo, me go spend the money, you know, because me go World Cup and get back the money. You understand what I say? Which simply means that he was going to put things in place to ensure that we qualify for the World Cup. And that is the type of thinking that we want. In sports, big risk, big reward. You have to risk it in sports. You understand what I say? So this whole thing about him no feeding family, him have to feed him family or whatever the case may be, or whatever. Not Jamaica not qualifying to the World Cup, that go make a big dent in his ability to take care of his family. Because that is denying himself of a bigger contract or even a bigger team.
Fabian, I was speaking to an elder and the man said something to me very interesting. The man said on our route to the World Cup that the Jamaica went to in '98, back in the day there, 20 odd years ago. They had players that did not want to play because of whatever reason, because they never get enough money. At that time, I think they had the sponsor player program. And certain players were getting bigger sponsors than others. And some man boy cut the side, you know. And that is how they actually use him, Andy Williams, as a striker at one point. And that is why them draw for the three Musketeers them. And Dion Burnett end up scoring 4 World Cup qualifying goals because certain players like Walter Boyd and Onandelo decide so them are tie out the side. And it's repeating itself. Ironically, no. If the man and Shamar
how much man get big contract? Jamaican Guna? When they go to World Cup, how much man get big contract?
Yeah. But remember the statement was
how much man BB man get big contract. Man, I write book. Robbie Earl write book. Get millions write a book.
Remember.
So the man them not understand the bigger, and every man look on the bigger picture still enough.
The bigger
so and every man look on it like that. Remember, see, have some man go USL and get comfortably, he might get house, he might get TV coverage, he might get car for drive, he might get any amount of thing. When family all right, them setting, them go USL and them comfortably in a professional environment, and them no want to move. So if them get a contract for go later a Belgium and them get less money, them not gonna go. Because them have got take up and leave and go in a Belgium, and if them get, let's say, $2,000 a month in let's just argument's sake, $2,000 a month in USL, and them look on it and say, yeah, $300,000 Jamaican. Me not gonna leave that and go Europe, go play for 1,000. So that stop a lot of players from progressing as well. You have to know that this is what them use. That's how them job, you know. You have to kind of, you know, as I said, nuance is very important. Them work. So if you have a job and you realize you are get good money in your job, yeah, so you know, unearth yourself and then go over one part of this, go get less money in a job, unless you believe in that you have the ability to progress and get promoted in that job.
No, you don't think
and move up the ranks.
You don't think it's two of them are the duty. I told them are the job, you know, the two job that, you know. Because if the case may be that say a player want name of food, right? If the case may be that a player want name of food, as what people are say. If a man just want name of food, if the national team call you, don't have hopes and aspirations to play for the national team if you just want name of food then. Because you're not play for the national team for name of food. You're not getting no food for the national team.
But you see military.
Don't think about
play for
pride.
There's a man who name of food in the national team because he ain't playing no ball in the local Premier League at all. When he get called, so when me say every man a jump down for me, tell the man them. Remember when the man coming inside, no, me I say to the man them say, oh, no other reason this man coming in a team than a man make a man in front of it money because we you can't see the merit of him being in the team military. You couldn't see the merit of the player being in the team. So when I was saying that the man at 3,000 US, get to play for Jamaica. If a man plays 6 matches, 3-6 is 18,000 US. And you never play. You now make that in a local Premier League. So man now make that. You might have a man when me make that. But you now make that. Plus you never did a play any at all. So military, if a man call you and tell us, I give you 18,000 US. You know, go. All when you can't run.
If you have 1 foot,
All when you can't run. That's what
if you have 1 foot, you go on the man.
That's why I tell the man, when I say certain things, brother, when you come on to, let me tell you, Jamaicans will stop get fickle about money. This thing about money, Ray. When we are talking about Sterling, I make 200,000 pounds a week. It's things Sterling now hear them thing there. Why we are talking about the player make XYZ, but we can't talk about the Jamaican player. We are get XYZ. We can't talk about it's money is always a contention. Money and certification is always a contention. When you have qualification and money, always some problem talk. Because I tell them in the military, if it's up to me, not even one jersey if I sell a jersey and there's a Jamaican jersey, I say, Shamar, you cannot buy this jersey. They even sell me not sell you a jersey. Come in and see I wear a jersey because this decision we are gonna make. A friendly play January 28th. I think February 26th now at the match,
February 28th.
All right, 26th, 28th. And I'm saying there's no way on earth, whatever the reasons are, bro. You can't tell me say your team need to qualify for the World Cup and you're not coming. Remember, military, you remember, so there's a match that has still not been played.
Oh yeah, the 26th. So the club have played 2 friendlies in the same day.
Yeah, man.
January 20th, they have play 2 friendlies.
They play one 8 o'clock and one 10:30, I think.
10 o'clock. Then now the next game is the 26th of February,
which is the competitive game. The league just started.
The league just started.
Yeah, because so you can't.
1 month different. That's Listen,
you can't play no ball in Russia in a January. I freeze your foot, them go freeze and jump off. Them climate, they're not normal military, but may I tell you.
So them not really got train now. Remember
no, you can't. I believe you can't train, brother. You can't go out the door, brother. You have to go out the door, box up on station. Because the climate, the brother, remember say Russia, I want to call this place for Earth, brother. Some place like Russia.
Brother, as a person who go to Russia already, I can tell you this. You can't go out the door and you can't train. The only thing is the pitch them frozen. You understand? But they have heated pitches indoors that they train on.
Them have
heated pitches indoor, but they pitch them outside, literally an ice play.
So that is what I say,
so them can't train.
Outdoor training, outdoor activity, as in outdoor playing, can't take place. That may not clarify. Me take some the correction. That may not try to clarify.
Yeah,
but
in a same sense still no.
Can't really take place.
In a same sense, no. Going into rated, people may only have 3 minutes, as a big deal and said, me have personal reasons to cut. Sorry, I do apologize, people, but me have personal reasons to cut, as big deal and said. I serious, me have personal reasons to cut. Hey, but that's same sense to people. Look at what for that joke, Karen. This we now beat the player. All we are doing is this work. We are questioning. We have to question it just the same as though we have question any other player. Because if tomorrow we hear say JFF send an invitation to Ethan Pinnock and Ethan Pinnock saying turn down a call because of personal reasons, I am 100% sure all of the big name journalists them just military guna and we have the regular panelists. Jamaican Guna, Fabian, CC, Quadrin, we're just there. Why does some normal average people who love football and we love talk about football? But the big name them, when the media will know them big name them, they can tell us that them a jump on it right away.
Brother, that's the real reason why. I'm going to tell you.
Them a jump on it right away. So if that is the case, I think it should be the same even when time our players, our locally born players, you have to use them already. Jamaican players were born in Jamaica and come to the Jamaican. Jamaicans have come to the Jamaican system, football system. They could use that.
Yeah, man.
Jamaicans have played through the Jamaican system.
Locally developed players.
Yes, locally developed players.
Yeah, man. Locally, it's hard to do that.
It come like them ballers, see them a baby who have to touch them.
And then just, bro.
I one time the one them run through the other systems, them now we kick up. All
right,
but no, I forgot that now.
No, I say one thing military. I say, you see, Aka, this is what I rate Aka. Even when Aka knows, say, him not 100% up to the level to compete with these guys at this current point in time, him still pick up his phone and come. Even though you know hear Aka say him have studio time and all these things. Him have come. If Aka injured in a El Salvador game and Aka start, the coach say start Aka still go start. Because what? The man want win for him country. That is
true.
That is one thing I'm always give him. The man want
that's a real talk.
Go through, brother. And that until people say it's a them thing there, I own a thing, but cut a thing, bro.
Alright.
It was sweet.
Alright, so people, man, might cuss me now, man, might cuss me.
Yeah, cause show nice, bro.
No, me have to cut, man, cause me have some other work for go do that. That's why. That is the reason.
Give me a keys, man. Me lock up to you.
See.
I come up on the show late.
Big up people. Thanks for coming on. Jamaican good and gone already before me could tell yourself. Thanks. Everybody, thanks for coming on. Everybody in the comment section. Massive respect. I really respect the idea.
Yeah, by the way, I wasn't hiding no Fabian.
No, me know you're not hiding. I know that you're not hiding. And I know you're going to handle your business today. I know you weren't hiding. Don't worry about it. No, I know me they're gone.
No, remember I said more watch along for game, you know. More you feel like more watch along for game now. So me I can see me can work that.
Oh yeah, me I go on the road now still.
Go under that and forward.
Yeah, because we have some personal matters to take care of.
Cutting for personal, me I cut off for personal reasons. We'll chat again later. Big up.